which has been so effective for you?
Then you sort of just turn it round this way. I think for me, obviously you don't have express pace, so you got to hone in on different things, use the crease, and try and have subtle variations and just bang away and ask questions for long periods of time.
And you do use the crease as well with that three-quarter ball?
Yep. I think you have to, especially on surfaces where you sort of got to try and make something out of nothing, and I think you just got to try and be subtle in your changes, but just keep asking questions and keep trying to look for different ways to skin the cat.
So that's a change of line. What about a change of length on a surface like this? Do you use a short ball plan for a while and then go a bit fuller, or do you just hang in and around a good length?
I think on a wicket that's offering a little bit, you can be a touch fuller. When it's not offering as much, you probably pull your length back a touch, and you still, although the surface is reasonably slow, you still want to use your short ball and keep the batter off the front foot.
How soon do you go to that wobble ball as your stock delivery? Is it, when you're searching for that swing early on and there's no swing, is that a case of, okay, well, it's going to be more wobble seam as the stationary ball?
I think you just don't want to be too predictable. I think if it's swinging, you still want to use your cross seamers and your variations, and same when it's not swinging, you still want to, I guess, bowl the odd seam up. So it's just about, it's pretty much gut feel on what you're thinking at the time and what you think is going to work. So it's just about mixing it up and trying to, I guess, keep those variations coming.
Grant, I know you also had a question for Tim about partnerships. That's something that we talk a lot about batsmen, but not as much about bowlers. But this is something that you've been thinking about hard last night.
Oh, well, I think that cricket is a game about partnerships, whether you're batting or bowling. Is there anyone in this particular lineup, New Zealand lineup, that you enjoy bowling with, that complements your skills?
Obviously, really enjoy the new ball with Trent. I think we complement each other very well, and Kyle's added a new dimension since he's come in. So it's hard to single out one person, but I do feel that when Wags is on with his short stuff and putting the batsman under a different kind of pressure, if you can sort of be relentless at the other end, applying pressure in a different way, it is also always nice. But I enjoy all three of them, and looking forward to hopefully at some stage Mitch Satner as well. So I think we're very fortunate to have some quality bowlers, and we all sort of complement each other very well.
Do you have similar mindsets, or do you have quite different mindsets when you're out there?
I think it comes back to summing up the conditions and how you're going to, I guess, approach it. He is, as we said, is slightly different to what you may be faced with at Hagley in a week's time. So I think all the guys we talk a lot as a bowling unit. Try and sort of talk while we're out there. We talk while we're off the field as well. So we spend a bit of time together watching our boys bat and a few conversations there. So we roughly know what sort of page each of us are on.
Yeah. What's today? Is it plan A? Is it plan B? Is it plan C? Is it a combination of all the above?
Might be all three at some stage. No, I think we come out. I think this morning's a massive time for us. If we can chip a couple out early and sort of make a couple inroads, that's ideal. If we don't, then hopefully we can restrict the runs and make them go nowhere. And then when we do go bang bang, they haven't got anywhere on us.
You're probably not unaccustomed to Baz asking a few questions of you, so we'll leave the last one today for Brendon McCullum. Have you got something that you've been dying to ask this man before we head into today? Because I know we sat up in the commentary box yesterday, Baz, and thought it could be a lot of tough work out there for the bowlers.
Yeah, you put me under a little bit of pressure.
I know I have.
But I'll come up with something.
You will.
I guess the arsenal that you've got, is that going to be enough on a docile surface?
I think we understand day 3 it's still going to be reasonably good for...
The arsenal that you've got, is that going to be enough on a docile surface?
I think we understand day 3 it's still going to be reasonably good for batting, but as I said earlier, Test cricket's not easy. I think we have a number of variations in our bowling. We've still got Mitch to bowl as well, and hopefully there's a little bit of assistance there for the spinners. So I think there's enough there, and I'll answer the rest of that question later on today.
Very good.
Hey, mate, it's so good to have your company, and we wish you all the very best today, but it's just good to get a sort of look inside what's going on with you guys, because we know that you'll be focused today, and you'll need to be. This is a good Pakistan batting attack, mate. So we wish you all the best. Thanks for joining us on Spark Sport. Baz, that was a great question. You come up there on the spot. That's very good. Grant, thanks for your time as well. There's plenty more to come from us this morning as we look forward to day 3 of this Test match. Conditions, as we mentioned,